it's Gojira Prime here with a little video, and today I just wanted to share my thoughts on things that are coming up due for celebration in 2026 in regard to the Transformers franchise. But first, before I do get into that, as always, I do have a Facebook page, Gojira Prime, where I do post images of the figures in my collection, links to any videos I do, and anything else I do find of interest. I also do have a Blue Sky page now as well, where I'm posting past images and also any images going forward that I do as well. So if you do have the time, do please find those pages, do hit like, hit subscribe, and do please feel free to comment on anything that I do post. So this follows on from the Constructicon at this year's TF Nation, where someone brought up the subject matter of the fact that 2026 is the 40th anniversary of Transformers the movie, and if they were going to be doing a whole series of celebrations for that. And if I remember correctly, the organizers said that yes, they would do something probably to celebrate that 40th anniversary, but it would not be the only thing, because probably more than half the fandom now did not grow up in the G1 era. They grew up in other eras of the franchise, such as Beast Wars, RID, the Unicron Trilogy, Animated, Prime. So there's more of the fandom out there that grew up watching other versions of Transformers aside from Generation 1. So that got me thinking the other day, what other parts of the franchise are coming up for a 10-year celebration? So 10, 20, 30, 40 years. So I had a bit of a look on the Transformers wiki, and these are the things that I found that are celebrating those 10-year increments and maybe should be getting a little bit of love and a little bit of attention in 2026. So first off, obviously, is the big one, which I just mentioned, Transformers the movie. This was the first animated film, or the first movie in general for Transformers. It still holds up for me even to this day. The animation is fantastic. The story is fun. The characters are fun. It's just a brilliant movie. It's a brilliant sci-fi action adventure movie. And if you've not seen this, do go and see it. Buy it, rent it. It's cheap enough to get your hands on these days. It's a really fun movie to watch. I've not watched it for a couple of years now. I really should sit down and watch this with my girlfriend at some point, just to confuse the hell out of her, because she knows nothing about Transformers. But yeah, 40th anniversary of the film. It should be getting a lot of attention, I hope, at the conventions and events in 2026. No idea if Hasbro is going to do anything about it. Probably not. Or they probably will, but probably not what we want them to do, more than likely. But yeah, a great movie. It's my favorite of all the Transformers films. So if you do get a chance, go and see it. The other big part of the franchise, and I do mean big part of the franchise, that is coming up for its 30th anniversary this year, is Beast Wars. Now, Beast Wars is not my favorite version of the Transformers. It's probably my third favorite version of the Transformers, but it's a milestone series. This series regenerated the Transformers brand. It completely reinvigorated it with its figures, its TV series, its storyline, its characters, the animation. It blew everyone away when it came out. It won Emmys, for God's sakes. It is a brilliant kids' TV show. It is a brilliant TV show, period. And, it's currently on, I think you can find it on YouTube easily enough. If you don't like wandering through YouTube, you can also view it on Amazon Prime right now as well. It's up there for free to watch on Amazon Prime if you do have Prime. It is really, really a brilliant TV series, and I've had the pleasure of meeting a few of the voice actors from this show over the years. In particular, because nobody knows what to say, but I've met a few of them over the years. Gary Chalk, Scott McNeil, and the one who plays Cheetor. I can never remember his name. I've met him as well back in 2009, a very long time ago. God, I'm old now. I really am getting old. But yeah, watch Beast Wars if you can. Great series. You will enjoy it. Even if it's not your first point of call for Transformers, it really is a great series to watch. Another thing that's coming up for a big anniversary this year is Transformers Classics, which launched back in November of 2006. This line in particular holds some importance to me when it comes to Transformers because this was the toy line I got that got me back into Transformers. I remember it must have been either late 2006, early 2007, going to Woolworths. For those of us who are old enough to remember Woolworths, in my hometown, and I stumbled across Optimus Prime and Megatron, and I was like, wow. And I had I don't remember, I had a job at that point, and I just spent my weekly wage on those two figures, took them home, and spent hours just fooling around with them. I still have the figures to this day. They're figures I'll never get rid of. But yeah, brilliant little toy line. It consisted of Legends scale figures, mini cons, deluxes, and voyages. I've got most of the deluxes and all of the voyages. The figures from it got reused over and over again, especially the Optimus Prime mold. That mold lasted years. It was redone as Ultra Magnus. If we just go into it, the classics. This is the list of all the different figures they made. They had classics Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, Universe Nemesis Prime, Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, a Platinum Optimus Prime, Timelines Optimus Prime, Night Jin Rai, various iterations of Convoy, United Ultra Magnus. E-Hobby had a Cloud Optima, Legends Magma Convoy. They reused it so many times. I would like to get my hands on the Astro Train and Grimlock. Maybe the Cliff Jumper if I found it. Those are the three figures I don't have from the deluxe line. I've got the rest. But yeah, a very nice little toy line. Got me back into Transformers collecting, and I imagine it got a lot of other people back into Transformers as well. Another thing that's coming up for its 20th anniversary. God, I really am getting old. 20 years ago, I was 23 years old. I'm now 43. It's terrifying. But yeah, Transformers Infiltration. Yes, I know issue 0 did actually come out in 2025 in the October, but issue number 1 was released in January of 2006. So I'm including it in this. This was the series that launched the IDW verse, and over a decade of comic books and adventures both on Earth, Cybertron, and beyond. If you've not read IDW's Transformers series, particularly its early work by Simon Furman, please do go read it. It is a fantastic read. The stories are great. He does a fantastic job with the characters, and the artwork is also really, really good as well. So if you do have the chance, do read Infiltration and its successor series as well. The last thing I want to cover isn't really something that began, but it is something that ended, and that was Rescue Bots. Transformers Rescue Bots, which I think is probably my fourth favorite version of Transformers. A brilliant kids TV series set in the Aligned Continuity. A fantastic cast of characters across the board. This series was intended for children. The toy line was definitely for kids, and the first Transformers toy I bought my daughter was a Rescue Bots Medics figure, and she still has her Rescue Bots now. She's 8 years old. She still has them in a box. She doesn't want to get rid of them, and every year, whenever I go to a mini con or the main event in Birmingham, I'm still looking for that High Tide. I'll find him one of these days. I swear to God, I will find him. But in 2016, Transformers Rescue Bots ended with this image, a fantastic family photo of all the characters together. The Burnses, the Autobots. I keep forgetting what these characters are called. Um, but yeah, an absolutely fantastic series. It's a shame you can't get these TV. This is one thing that bugs me, and I think I've mentioned this before. Hasbro do not release Transformers shows on Blu-ray or DVD. I don't know why. I wish they did. I would love to have physical media copies of these shows, and then I can sit down and watch them whenever the hell I want. But yeah, Rescue Bots, brilliant series. I don't care how old you are. Go and watch it. You will walk away with a smile on your face. I promise you. But yeah, that's everything I could find that I think should be celebrated in 2026. The movie, the Beast Wars, the classics, the Infiltration comic book series, and the Rescue Bots. Let me know if there's anything I have missed. And before anyone says Kiss players, I deliberately did not cover that. It's just creepy. It's disturbing stuff. But aside from that, if there's anything you think I have missed, do please let me know in the comments section. Hit like, hit subscribe, and thank you very much for watching this video. Have a very nice day.